Okay, so you've set up your tracking numbers in what converts, and now you want to test if they work. Over here for this demo, I have a direct number set up. So if someone comes directly to a website, we will show this number. And if they come from Google Adwords, which is Google paid search, we will use 8868. I'm going to head on over to my demo site to show you how that works. One thing to remember is that what converts uses first click attribution. So the very first marketing source used by a visitor to get to your website, that is the marketing source we use to display the number. So in this case, you'll see that the number displayed here is 6538. And if we go back, you'll see 6538 is my direct method. So I came to this demo site through a direct method. I just typed in the URL, got to the website, so that's why direct is being shown. So now I want to test what happens if somebody comes from Google Adwords. The first thing I need to do is clear out my cookies. So we can do this in two ways. You can clear the cookie data from your browser, or you can use a private browsing window. I'm just going to clear out the cookie using this tool called Edit My Cookie. You can see it's set as direct at the moment. I'm going to delete it, and then I'm going to close down that window. You need to close it out to start a new session. Now I'm going to return to this window, and I'm going to simulate a Google AdWords click by adding GC_LID equals test onto the end of the URL. That's Google Click ID. What this is going to do is simulate an actual Google AdWords click to a website. And now you'll see that the number has changed. It's now 8868, which is my Google AdWords number. Let me go back here, and you can see 8868. What that means is when a visitor comes to the site, Google AdWords is showing them the AdWords number, so that's working great. And then if they phone that number, we're going to track it in our system and show you a Google AdWords call was made. Now if I look at my cookie data again, you don't need this tool, I'm just using it for the demo. You can see that the value is now Google cost per click. We're showing the AdWords number, so it's working now. Let me make a phone call to that, 325-8868. I'm not going to answer it, I'm just going to ring it. And I'm going to go to my dashboard. This shows you where the leads come in. I've got 2 leads already because I was testing. I've got one from cost per click and one from direct. And now that's enough. I'm going to end that call. So when I refresh this page, we should show a 3rd lead from Google AdWords. Let's see if that works. We now have 3 leads. And if we go down here, we'll see it's Google cost per click. So it worked great. And the duration was 14 seconds. I didn't answer it. It was just ringing. We go in here and we have all the information. With the Google cost per click, I don't have the keyword data because this is not a keyword tracking campaign. Okay, so clear your cookies, view the number, phone the number, test it. You'll see it in what converts. If you don't see it here and you don't see it swapping out the number, then you need to do some troubleshooting. The other method, if you do not want to clear out your cookie data, is use a private browsing window, or if you're using Google Chrome, start an incognito window. So I just right click on my icon and I say new incognito window. This is what it looks like. You've got a dude with sunglasses. And I'm going to go, so if I go using this URL without the simulated click, this will show me the direct number. I'm going to first do that. And if you watch carefully, you'll actually see where the number swapped out. So this is my direct number. If we go back to show you again, let's go tracking phone numbers. That's the 65838. Okay, let's go back to my incognito window. That's my direct number. So now I want to check it again in the private browsing window when using a simulated Google AdWords click. So what you have to do then is close down the private browsing window, because if you leave the private browsing window open, even is tracking cookies, but it doesn't save them. So you got to close down the entire private browsing window and open up a new one, and you can't have any of the private browsing windows going at the same time. So now we've started as a new session, there's no cookies stored, and we can test our simulated Google AdWords click. This GC_LID equals test, enter. And what we have now is the Google AdWords number. That's the 8868. If we go back again, it's the 8868, which is our Google AdWords. So the private browsing window is a great method to use to track those numbers if you don't want to get rid of all your cookies. Just keep in mind that start a brand new private browsing or incognito window, test it, close it down, make sure there's no other private browsing windows open or else it can mess up your data. So when you're opening up a private browsing window, you're opening up a brand new session with no cookie data stored. I hope that helps. If it's not working, give us a shout and we'll try to figure out what's going on.